I propose that as a team we manifest a new political party. This party shall be called the Party of Light. Our goal will be to put a member of our party into positions of power throughout the government from the top down. Our strategy to defeat the Democrats and Republicans is to starve them of constituency, not to fight them. I smoke pot and it helps a great deal. Pot should be legal in all 50 states. That is on the agenda of the Party of Light. That is the sole agenda of the Party of Light until it matures. Once we have manifested that agenda, the Party of Light will have matured. We will manifest a new agenda at that point in time. Folks, if we try and run elections all across the country, we'll just end up wasting a lot of time, energy, and money, and it will take forever to reach our goal. No, we need to be a smidgen smarter than that. If we try to play by their rules, we'll never reach our goal. We're going to go straight to the sitting members and try to convert them to the Party of Light. This way, every time an election is held, we could care less who wins. We will just sit back and wait to see who does. As soon as they are seated, we'll go straight to the new members and try to convert them to the Party of Light. Will this be hard? Yes, but it's going to be a heck of a lot easier than trying to run elections all over the country. All you have to do is to convince them to join the Party of Light and to always vote yes to legalize recreational pot. They can remain free to be loyal to the current party in all their cases for the time being anyway. Also, they have to introduce a legalization bill and vote on it once a month. This way we can gauge how we are doing and experience a little bit of progress for ourselves. Well, maybe not so hard after all. This is very important. You have to convince them to say yes, to at least consider joining the Party of Light, and to always vote yes to pot. We need both. Remember, itsy bitsy teeny weeny tiny steps. We shall bring them with us slowly and gently. Gee, that's kind of smart. Just might work. What can I say? I too can be a sneaky little devil when I need to. That's just who I am. Well, there you have it, folks. That is our strategy, and it is also aiming just to the right. When I first conceived of this goal, I looked just to the right, and then it hit me. Screw elections, we'll just convert the sitting members. Now I am recruiting for bottom-up teams in all 50 states. This way we can approach our goal from the top down and from the bottom up and get there twice as fast. The job of the bottom-up teams will be to manifest the Party of Light in your state using the same strategies outlined above. Each bottoms-up team will consist of 12 members and a lead. The first 13 people who believe they have what it takes and show up on the door get the job. Once the team is constituted, you will vote one person to lead. Once a month, I want the lead to send me a report that answers the following questions. What did you accomplish last month? And what do you plan to accomplish next month? And what, if anything, is getting in your way? My job will be to help you resolve the problems that are getting in your way. Once the Party of Light matures, I believe it will be time to switch up our strategy. We should run one election. The party needs a leader. This leader should be someone exceptional, comfortable speaking in public, excellent organization skills, personable and vigorous, unique, and new in some way. We should elect the leader of the Party of Light to the presidency of the United States. So with that in mind, I can think of no one better than you, Oprah. What say you, my queen? Once elected, Oprah will need a cabinet. Secretary of State. I'll settle for nothing less than a saint for this position. I can think of no one better than you, St. Peter. What say you, my brother? And Eckhart, you're such a sweet man. Every time I look at you, I can't help but think there's some deeper meaning about you that I am missing. I'm going to keep my eye on you. I will get it. I always do. Secretary of Defense. This person needs to be a strong and warrior. I want Eckhart to talk softly and carry a big stick. We need a big stick. Remember, it is okay to defend yourself against the unauthorized use of force. We need a strong defense to defend ourselves against those who would try to take our free will by force. Again, I want someone unique and different for this post. When I look at the recent history of the world, I see a lot of unenlightened men screwing things up. It's time for change. I want a woman as Secretary of Defense. I can think of no one better than you, Ellen. What say you, my warrior queen? Oprah, Eckhart, Ellen, the Trinity at the core of the kingdom, and a very balanced team, even if I say so myself. Secretary of Education. I want a master teacher for this post. I want the best teacher in the world for this post. I will settle for nothing less. I can think of no one better than you, Anthony. What say you, my man of action? Vice President. Let's face it, the Vice President doesn't really have a job. This frees us to make it what we will. So my vision for the Vice President is to be the face of the kingdom, the first in and the last out. With grace and charm, the Vice President will soften them up first, and then we'll send in Eckhart. We need another exceptional person for this post. This person should have grace and charm, should be comfortable speaking in public, and should have a smile that will soften the hardest of hearts. I can think of no one better than you, Esther. What say you, my lady of desire? Head of the CIA. I want a fox guarding this hen house. We need a man with a burning need to know for this post. I can think of no one better than you, David. What say you, my dark knight? Hey, look, kids, Judas is running the CIA! Come on now, that's funny. Some wounds are going to take time to heal, but if you don't treat them, they never will. Department of Homeland Security. We need another exceptional, strong, and brave leader for this important post. I can think of no one better than you, Howard. What say you, my good man? The Trinity of Defense. David, Ellen, Howard. Another well-balanced team, even if I say so myself. Secretary of Treasury. This is the heart of the kingdom. From here, the lifeblood of the kingdom is pumped all the way down to the meekest citizen. I am far more interested in what's in a person's heart for this post than in any financial expertise. We'll let the bureaucrats handle the details and lead from the heart on this one. With that in mind, I can think of no one better than you, John. What say you, my hero? Department of Health and Human Services. The health industry needs to be balanced. For far too many is unaffordable. For the middle, it's spend more and get less. For the few at the top, it is the best care in the world. It needs to be balanced. For the healthcare industry, the invisible hand is broken. If my arm is broke, I'm not going to shop around like I do when I need a pair of shoes. Compassion is the defining trait for this post. Again, we will let the bureaucrats handle the details and lead from the heart. Balancing the healthcare industry is a huge task. I want someone who has the aspirations of a saint. Someone who has played God, dare I say. I can think of no one better than you, Jim. What say you, my ace in the hole? The rest of the cabinet shall be filled at Oprah's discretion. Our strategy to win the election will be threefold. First, I want a team of the best comedians we can get to do nothing but monitor our opponents' attack ads and to produce a response ad that makes them look stupid in the funniest way possible. In this way, every time they attack us, we will just turn around and give it right back to them and starve them of their energy. We will never, ever attack our opponents, ever. Secondly, we will produce ads in which Oprah explains her position on the issue. And Oprah, I'm leaving that entirely up to you except for abortion. When asked about abortion, I ask that you simply say, life begins at conception, and so does the protection of the law. I should also convey three things. That Oprah is intelligent, that Oprah is sophisticated, that Oprah is compassionate. Our third strategy shall be the mythical bird, the phoenix, which I'll explain in the fullness of time. I believe that these three strategies will produce the biggest landslide victory in the history of and will give us the mandate we need to put us over the top and turn the United States into a monarchy with me as king. After Oprah wins, the clock starts ticking, and we will have 8 years to manifest our goal. Now, I've just told the world that a vote for Oprah is a vote for me as king, and that is how I am aiming just to the right of my goal. Immediately upon her victory, we're going to go to Korea and try to convince the two countries to unite into one country under the name of First Nation, and be the first nation to join the kingdom and thereby manifest the kingdom into reality, simply because the North Koreans need us the most. After that, we'll come back home and get to work taking care of business here. At that point, I shall claim miracle number 2. At least in my book anyway. What say you? As soon as the Muslims give me permission to rebuild the temple, I shall claim my third and final miracle. Well, in my book anyway. What say you? Don't the prophecies say there'll be 2 popes when he comes? High Priest of the Church of Light. We have met the last pope, Your Eminence, the Dalai Lama, St. Thomas. I would ask you to be the high priest of my church, the rock upon which I shall build my church. I would ask that you merge the best of Christianity and Buddhism into one unified spiritual teaching. Build my church a capital city somewhere in the east. The name of this city shall be Shangri-La. The rest is up to you. What say you, my man of mercy? my personal trinity, Camelot, Shangri-La, Jedi Temple, St. Oprah, St. Thomas, St. Diana. So the battle commences, the war of wars, Armageddon. This battle shall be fought on the plains of your mind. You now have two competing views of the world to choose from. On one hand, you have the light. It is not okay to force someone against their will. On the other hand, you have the dark. It is okay to force someone against their will. The lines have been drawn, and the choice is yours. Planning is good, the plan not so much. A bit of wisdom from General Schwarzkopf. We shall allow for the plan to change. Power corrupts. The way around that is to turn around and give it right back. To everyone else, I ask everyone you meet, have they heard about the new political party, the Party of Light? Tell them to go to the YouTube channel, Who I Am, and they will learn all they need to know. You are my middle out team, and now we have three perspectives from which we can approach our goal, and we will get there all that much faster. Okay folks, now you know what to do. Now get off your butts and get to work! Okay, let's take a break and end with an arrow. This one goes out to my mom. I love you, Mom. I love you, Mom. Mom, you gave life, you gave love, you gave best. I love you, Mom. And I love you puts us right back at the top. Just an itsy bitsy teeny weeny tiny bit closer, that's all. Well, in my book anyway, what say you?